On this very day, 20 years ago, on 26 December 2004, 227,898 people in South Asia, in countries like Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India and Thailand, were going about their day just like I am now. The sea was calm and non-threatening, much like the one behind me. But shortly before 8 o'clock that morning, a massive undersea earthquake with a magnitude of 9.3 struck up the west coast of northern Sumatra, Indonesia. It was one of the strongest ever recorded and triggered a series of tsunamis across the Indian Ocean. The waves claimed the lives of those 227,898 people. Countless others were injured, and approximately 1.7 million were left homeless. That day, the devastation, the pictures of hopelessness, sadness, and loss hit deeply and triggered something profound within the 31-year-old me. I was spending the day with my family, my 59-year-old mother, my 3 siblings, our spouses, and my 2 young daughters. And as I spent that day with loved ones, I couldn't help but reflect on how fortunate we were, even though I had faced my own loss early in life when I lost my father in a car accident when I was only 5. I just couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Asia, and I began drawing parallels to what so many people, especially children, were enduring here in South Africa. It was a different kind of tsunami, a social one, causing devastation, leaving thousands of vulnerable individuals in its wake. I felt compelled to be part of the change I wanted to see. So 2 weeks later, in January 2005, I started a campaign, or rather a movement, using movement to make a difference. I ran 1,000 kilometers that year, and with the support of colleagues, family members and friends who sponsored my effort, we raised 23,500 Rand by the end of 2005. And with those funds, we made a tangible difference in the lives of a homeless man named Patrick and several foster children. Distance for Difference was born. Now, 20 years later, I ran another 23,000 kilometers, but more importantly, many amazing and selfless individuals have joined me. Together, through swimming, running and cycling, and our events, Swim for Hope, the Gratitude Run and the 500, we have raised and distributed more than 13 million Rand, about $712,000, to individual children, foster homes and children's charities. That devastating and tragic tsunami had at least one positive result. It inspired people all across the world to make a difference. On this 20th anniversary of the Asian tsunami and the birth of Distance for Difference, my hope is that the families of all of those who lost their lives on that day have found some peace and grace through the efforts of those who chose to make a difference. I trust that the lives we've touched through Distance for Difference and others will continue to pay it forward, impacting many more lives in a positive way. And to all of you who took hands with us over the years, thank you. We could never and will never be able to do this alone. Lastly, a call to action. We are not done, not by a long shot. There is so much work to do and so many vulnerable lives that need safety, care, education, and hope. Go and check out the beneficiaries page on our website d4dsa.co.za for examples of the impact we have made. So, in our 20th anniversary year, we are going big, real big. Our aim is to raise an ambitious total of 2,278,980 Rand, about 122,000 US dollars. That is 10 Rand for each of the individuals who lost their lives in the Asian tsunami. I'm calling on you, young, middle-aged seniors, to join us. Join the movement and get moving for change. If you are able to move, join us as a swimmer and fundraiser at our official Swim for Hope event on 8 March 2005. We invite you to come and swim with us at the Bridge House Mile event in Franschhoek. There are several distances to choose from. Later in the year, around October, we will also host the 7th edition of our challenging the 500 24-hour cycling and spinning event. We are also considering combining it with the gratitude run on the same day. Or join us as a fundraiser when you attempt events like the Comrades Marathon, the Cape Epic, the Two Oceans Marathon, the Cape Town Marathon, the Ironman, the Cape Town Cycle Tour, the Midmar Mile, perhaps a Robben Island crossing or a sky run. There are so many to choose from. Perhaps you can use your attempt to complete your first 10K or half marathon as fundraisers. Or why not attempt 1,000 kilometers like I did 20 years ago? If you're interested, get in touch and we'll get the ball rolling. If you'd like to offer your time to help organize our events, assist with marketing, or be an ambassador, get in touch. And if you have money, more than you need, or know somebody who does, you know what to do, get in touch. So to end off, 20 years later, now at the age of 51, I'm looking back at 2 life-changing and impactful decades. I'm also looking back to the many mistakes I've made over the years and the lessons I've learned and the challenges I've faced, including the ones I'm currently facing. I'm truly grateful for all the peaks as well as all the valleys. They are all part of this thing we call life. I treasure them all, and I'm thankful for my family and the Lord who was with me through it all. If you are currently facing a dark moment, know that there is hope in the promises of the Lord and the people around you that loves you. Reach out. By the way, my wonderful mum is still alive and we are celebrating her 79th birthday on the 28th of December. Mum, thank you for your example of faith, courage, responsibility, determination and discipline. You were a shining example for me through all these years. I love you, Mum. Let's make 2025 a year to remember, a year of impact. Let's create a tsunami of positive change. Let's do distance for difference. Soli Deo Gloria.